Three things we're going to talk about on this video. Actually, no, scratch that. Four things. We're going to talk about Dr. Kumalo. We're going to talk about Khanyisa Mayo. We're also going to talk about Kaizer Chiefs. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Jessica Motaung. Or maybe touch a little bit on the issues of Coach Ron Mokwena. But anyways, before we get there, please do make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel. If ever this is your first time, some football transit QP, don't forget to click the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you will be notified and be able to watch that video. Now, where should I start? Well, guys, let's start with Dr. Kumalo. Now, there's something interesting that he said in terms of, the Betway Premiership. The former Kaizer Chiefs player, or the legendary Dr. Kumalo. 16V. Let's hear what you say.
Because they make this PSL game, the PSL league, exciting. They produce a lot of players for South Africa, and we can't celebrate when Sundowns are having a problem. I'm praying and hoping that they resolve their problems, because we can't afford to lose Sundowns.
Especially on the continent.
Yes, because remember, I'll tell you one thing, that Sundowns are very important to us. When the draw was made here, World Cup, they asked the Mexican coach, what do you think about South Africa? He was talking about South Africa, but he answered by saying, I saw Sundowns playing in the Club World Cup with this and that. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the reason why I'm saying these guys, they've taken the flag, the pride of the nation, to another level. Countries, teams respect South African football because of Sundowns and Pirates and all the teams that have played outside the South Africa.
Well, guys, I do hear this, obviously, from my point of views, because now I'm sure at home you might have different views in terms of this. For me, I feel like, okay, definitely, it's fine. We can say, obviously, Sundowns doesn't need to have problems, because let's be honest, it's something that we've seen, especially when it comes to Bafana, qualifying for almost everything, playing unbeaten, doing all those runs. Let's be honest, we can say it was all Sundowns, but one problem that I've always had, I'm not saying that we should maybe include Kaizer Chiefs players and depend on them. No, that is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is we need to have good football in the whole of South Africa, not just only to depend on Sundowns. Because you know what happens when you only depend on one team is that when that team struggles, the entire country is going to struggle. But then when you know that even if Sundowns is struggling, you have another capable team that is going to be able to step in and do what is necessary. Not just the team, because remember, when we're playing as Bafana, we're playing as, the entire country. We need players from Stellenbosch, players from, those other teams. You name all those teams, and then you combine some of those best players that are going to be able to take on this heavy lifting. But if we depend on Sundowns and then Sundowns, boom, is not doing great, what then? Are we not going to play, or are we not going to win matches in the international stage because Sundowns is crumbling? I don't think so. I don't think that should be the case. But then definitely it's his opinions, and also these are my views and my opinions. You can also let me know down in the comment section below, guys, or let us know what you think in terms of what Doctor has just said. And then moving on to Indaba Matikiti, guys. Yesterday I did a video. We talked about the tickets being depleted, but I have some good news. I'm gonna take it apparently only on the online store, which means the online ones are the ones that are depleted, they're sold out. But you still can have AMA walk-ins, which obviously you have to walk to ShopRite, your reputable brand stores, so that you can be able to get AMA ticket for the Soweto derby. So it's not a completely sold out, but I do know Uguti in just few days it will be a sold out before we get to the big clash, because we are all anticipating this big clash. We want to be there. We want to see what is going to happen. So I wish I can be there, but I will see, guys, if I do have everything prepared, because definitely I need to prepare everything for this game. But obviously, we still have other games that I can be able to attend with you guys. I know. And then also we move to Umjitarapana, guys. Khanyisa Mayo. Now, what is happening with Khanyisa Mayo, guys? Well, I'm here to remind you that definitely, as we've said before or earlier on at the beginning of the season, that Khanyisa Mayo is signed with an obligation to buy. But now the question is, that is coming from me to you. Do you guys think probably we've made a mistake with Khanyisa Mayo? For me, obviously, I don't think so. We have not been using him to his fullest capabilities, to the best of his abilities. Actually, most of our strikers, we have not used them, or our center forwards, we have not used them to their fullest capacities. Yeah. Maximum capacity, that's it. But then also I feel like it's more of like how we approach the games, how we play, the style of play and everything. But other than that, you can let me know also in terms of Khanyisa Mayo. Do you think we've made a mistake? Because come end of the season, whether we like it or not, whether we feel like he did perform or not, because so far I feel like he's got just one goal in 17 games. I believe, is it 17? Somewhere around there. We'll have to go back and check my stats, but I think that might be the case, because when I checked, that's what I saw. So in all competitions, it looks like he's managed to score only one goal and he played 17 games. So do you think that is bad for him, or do you think simply maybe we just need to think differently with our strategy? Because don't get me wrong, guys, Khanyisa Mayo is a quality player, and with him having this sort of like a quiet game, a lot of us might be thinking otherwise. But for me, nothing has changed. Moving on, we also do have Jessica Motaung. But before I give you Jessica Motaung, let me just quickly tap onto Umjitarapana or Roland Mokoena. Now, there's been rumors of someone in the technical team of Mamelodi Sundowns. Allegedly, Umjita has leaked information to coach Roland Mokoena about their clash, obviously, that is coming. And it's very crucial for them, Sundowns, to win that game. If they don't, then definitely they are out, whether they like it or not, by a Puma from the CAF competition, which is it's something that no one, I think no one saw this one coming. But for me, the one thing that I do see is that they might not lift the league this season. But maybe if they get out of the CAF, then they concentrate on, the league, maybe, just maybe, they might lift it. But for me, I don't see that happening. I still maintain what this season, a different team is going to lift the Betway Premiership. I don't know which one, but those are my thoughts. And then moving on to Jessica Motaung, guys. She has explained the deal, because yesterday they did announce the deal of Kaizer Chiefs partnering with a black label, Culling Black Label, which is quite interesting. Now, for me, I do feel like maybe they've added this sponsor so that they can be able to get some funding or additional funding in the women's team, probably. I don't know, but I don't understand how this is going to work, because now you have Culling Black Label, but now it is the sponsor. Yes, I understand, but Culling was originally made for the Soweto derby, because it was like the biggest thing, it is just for Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs, the derby, that's it. But now with the teams being added, all of the teams can participate, and it's something else. I don't know what is going to happen with this one, but one thing I do know is that Kaizer Chiefs do know how to make money, and definitely this is part of them making sure they secure some moolah. Well, I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below with it too. But here is what Jessica Motaung is saying.
Well, before, obviously, we were a partnership. We had a partnership in the Carling Cup, which was very important. And then, obviously, when the Carling Cup changed to the Carling Knockout, they became a supplier partner to us. And then now, what was wonderful is that Carling came on board to be a partner for our pre-season in the Netherlands and supported that. And I mean, it resulted in us even having a European supporters club branch formed, and now obviously full-fledged into saying how do we expand this and expand the partnership and be more involved with the club, not just at a pre-seasoning level, but also as an official sponsor, and also doing stuff that the fans can enjoy.
So what does, maybe for the layman, this deal entail?
Well, this deal entails really, obviously there's a financial contribution to the club, but most importantly, it's really centered around our fans. I think we had a shared value in saying curling has been about supporting fans and in being there for the fan, and we as a club that has such a huge fan base are there about looking after our fan base and making sure that they have experiences that will change their lives. I mean, going to a FIFA World Cup, if you've never been, is going to be a great experience, but most importantly, the experiences that we're building in at the derby and other social settings is going to change experiences that our supporters have, and making sure that we also, I think what's important for us is to say thank you to a corporate who understands that football is a real space to invest in, and the Amakosi brand is one they can invest in too.